This tree is brutal. Have a wood weight? Wood stand, what's that? Oh, okay. See, take a close look at this now. Stefan! The things we do for our kids, eh? So Hogan's at a camp there, I don't know, a couple weeks back, and he says, Dad, my spurs are all broken, busted up or something. I said, well, I guess you take mine, sonny.
How you doing? Listen, I'm going to say this very quickly at the beginning of this video. In our world, we're inundated with things coming in, and our attention span reads a title and we read things and we go and then we get into something and then some guy pops in and does an interjection like I am. We go, here we go. Well, listen, this is not a good video if you're a tree man or a tree climber or a tree gal or someone's getting into this. I interject a couple times in this video to explain a couple things. They're short interjections. If you don't have the attention span because of our saturated world and all the comets coming at us like asteroids in our world these days, I don't know what to say to you. But I will say that this is not a good video to be skipping through if you want to catch the gist of what's going on here. Just a quick little blurb for you this morning. I love yous. I'm glad you're here. It's just me sharing my life.
And this is what I'm working with. It's almost like a pole spur. I just sharpened it on the sander at home. It's all FUBAR, but it will stick. But they're short because they're years old. I had an old set sitting there. So you can see what I'm working with here. Yeah, it'll work. It will work. These friends, I remember, friends, there's a time to, safety is number one, okay? Safety is number one. So you have to be the choice of what's safe to you or not. What may seem very unsafe to you may not seem very unsafe to the next man or woman, depending on what they've got behind them. Experience, friends. Do you understand what I mean? So everybody's unsafe is different. And I don't want to smash that tree, and I'm not hitting gravestones. So could I fall the tree? Well, I could, but there's nothing saying that's going to hold on to the stump. I'm going to stick to my main plan. I'm going to climb the little skinny little up, maybe get over into this thing, see how it is when I get into it. And the smaller of a top I can let go, the better. I'm actually climbing this little teeny maple behind here. See this little guy? And I'm going to get up as high as I can. Look at the lean on this thing. See, it's not pretty. And I got a feeling if I try and fall it, it's going to jump right off the stump and smash that maple crown all to heck. And I do not want that. I just don't want it. Look at this, friends. Oh, it's soft. It's super soft. I haven't been on the hooks for a while, friends. Oh, look at this. It is not pretty. I wish I could see past them. Yeah, this actually, you know, as I look at this, friends, I don't know what it's going to give me. I may make another plan when I get up there. I may cut it up and leave it sit and hit it with that one or something. I'm not sure yet, but I'm not smashing up this guy's freaking graveyard. I'm not. Oh my gosh, I'm sinking right through. I'm sinking right to the end of my picks. Look at this. There's nothing here. Let's get into this maple. This tree is brutal. I don't even know if I should be. I'm gonna have to take a look at it when I get up there. Look at this. I'm gonna go way up there and tie in. And this pick, these picks are not the greatest. They're worn out, right? Yeah! Look at this. These picks are brutal. We're getting up there though. The higher we go, the better of a chance we have of saving this targets below. See, I'm really short on my strap, friends. I'm 170 pounds right now. Better than 200, I'll tell you that. Strange. Now, I don't want to reroute this. I want to reroute this line because I don't want it, you understand, I don't want it all loopy-doopy. I want it up a straight line. See? Boom. Straight down to the tree. So I could literally now pretty much just go like this. See that? Yeah, there we go. So we're in Smallwood here, friends, okay? We are in Smallwood. Here's our tie-in right here. So I have to come up over top of this, or I may cut it. I may just cut it. I'm gonna tie in off my bridge. Old school tie-in. If anybody's wondering what that is, it's a bow line. I just do 2 half hitches like this. Because again, I'm not Mr. Safety, but before I tie in, I pull up, see? Tighten that up, like this. Now I go like this. Taut line hitch, the climber's knot. 2 on the bottom, thumb in the middle, and 2 on top. It's the old school climber's knot. Dress it like this, okay? Right? And then put a half hitch with a tail on it. Down at the end here, like that. Tie off your freaking knots. So now, I'm actually tied in. I'm tied in. Now I slide my taut line up, like this. See? Now I'm in the crown of this tree. I'm at the last big, there I go. Now I'm in, see? I'm in this little tree maple, I'm right in the crown of it. A couple little things in here, so I've got a place to be, okay? Now, let's get all our saws down on the right side. This has got to come. See this? There we go. Now, we are literally on our way down. Okay, I should be able to just fly over into that tree. I'm tied up quite a ways. I do not want to shock load this tree. This is not good. If it wasn't for that little maple, I would have felled this tree, friends, and hoped for the best over there. But you see what it would have done, eh? It would have destroyed that maple tree, and I'm not doing it. So we start our ascend. Again. It's not pretty. Well, we'll see how high we can get. We got the wind blowing here too. Look at this. This is actually the epitome of a hazard tree. You guys with me? You are, aren't you? What do we got for battery? So this is when you need to keep the taut line tight. So if you decided to go, you wouldn't be going with the tree.
Good morning. Friends, just a quick interjection. For anybody that's watching right now and you're a tree climber or you're getting into this, you got to remember what you're looking at here. You're looking at a 55-year-old man who's been doing this coming up 30 years now on the same system completely. I've not changed my system. It's a Prusik loop, right? It's that Prusik loop that I tighten up with 2 hands, where most guys now, they just grab their tail and they go whink and they get closer. So my system is a kind of a two-hand system. You'll notice I'm doing a lot of this. This is old school, friends. This is old school tree climbing, the basics. It'll get the job done, probably in a little bit less time, depending on the man. But there's no gadgets. There's nothing to break on you. Nothing's gonna calf. It's a freaking rope. And it was very important for me to teach Hogan how to get in and out of a tree with just one rope. Actually, even before the rope, it was just to climb up and climb down. It's like, that's why a cat gets stuck in a tree, because they can climb up, but they can't climb down. Or it's more difficult for them to climb down than it is to scale. Same as us. Try it. So you're watching an old school climber who doesn't climb very much anymore. I'm not out making a living doing it. I'm out serving the public and just giving my craft away. So it's a system that is old, proven, and a lot of older guys like myself will use it unless they're in it daily, making a living. They change their ways and get into these new fangled ways. I have not. I may look into a rope grab, a Gibbs maybe. So just remember what you're watching. There's 100 different ways to do this than I'm doing it.
This thing's in horrible shape. And we're not getting that high. I'll tell you right now, we're not getting that high. So this thing's rocking and rolling. This will be very interesting. So as you can see, this is what we have. Okay, there's no live wood at all. So it's a fine dance between keeping your picks in the bark and just gingerly moving up the snag, and have your finger on that trigger, ready to flip yourself off, and keep your tension on your lifeline, or you're going to be in for a horrible ride if you let go. Do you guys know what I'm saying? So every once in a while, tighten up that lifeline. Make sure you're on it like this. See, we're on it. We'll get a little higher. We'll see what goes on here. But I don't want this thing, see, it might be rolling backwards now, friend. So,
do you understand what I'm talking about, friends? The tree, how it now, it's like this, but what happens, so I climbed up, right, up this, but you get to a point where the tree, all trees do it, they unless they've got heavy limbs pulling them out this way, once they break through the crown or get enough sun, they start to go like this again and grow straight. You'll see it a lot. They go like this. Well, if you go past this point and you got a couple limbs that are maybe pulling back, well, guess what? You've lost this, which is the weight that's going to pull it off the tree, and you're going to cut it up and it's going to sit back on you now. So there's a fine line there. There's a fine line. Friends, I don't need to be cutting trees no more. I do it for me. I do all this physical stuff for me as a man, for my manmanship. Okay, that's why I do it now. I've been doing it for freaking almost 30 years, and I can't just stop. I can't just stop. So this is an interesting job. It's more of a risk against property damage, safety against property damage. There's a scale there.
You can't go too far is where you lose your lean. It's pretty close to me letting this thing go, to be quite honest with you, because the higher I go, she starts to swing back. So I may have to pull off some trickery with that other tree. I'm not sure. Do you guys know what I'm saying? I'm just asking you, because look at this thing. It's complete flake show. Alders are very deceiving, friends. Don't be the hero. You see what I'm saying? So I want to scribble it by that maple crown. Sorry, friends. So we'll see. We'll keep. She's actually getting mushy. I'm gonna have to cut this now. It's in my way, and I'm okay with it. I don't need it anymore. I left it because I might need it. Yeah, we're getting close to my tie-in here now. Yeah, you just saw it. You just saw it. There's a proper pruning. Get your bucking special. Okay. This is actually working out nice so far. The wood's getting harder again, which will give me some hinge power. I gotta check you guys. Make sure you guys got battery, good. You can see what's happening here. We're pretty close, friends. I'm gonna shoot for that little hole. Let's pull on this.
Friends, I have zero confidence in my hinge.
Nice and easy. Pull up your lifeline right away. Get it tight so you can use it as a unit. See? You see this? We're hard now. We're harder here than we are down there. This is called hazard tree removal. And you're gonna come across it as a tree climber at some point. All my weight is in this tree. Look. So put this in your memory banks. And when you get down and you cut this thing, you look at what's there. You look at what's in the stump. So you put it back in your brain for what's next on your journey down the road. 6 months down the road, you got another one. You go, hey, I remember that last one I done, but I was so busy that I didn't think about it. Darn it. No, do think about it. Put this stuff in the memory banks of your brain. Like we can let this go now safely. I'm as high as I want it to go. So I'm gonna take a little peeksy poo here now. My tie-in is right there. I've only got another 10 feet to go, but it might not be helping me because the stem actually clicks back. So we're gonna actually take a close look at this now. Alders are really, really deceiving, friends. All this is a dead piece of wood stand. What's that? Oh, okay. All right. What is this? Oh, all right. I don't really, you gotta go easy. We gotta go easy here. Wow. I actually think, friends, I think we're going right there. Seriously, right above this wound. I think this is what we're doing. Let's get this tight. You see? See the picks? Can you guys see that? See that? They only go so far in the wood now because we're dry. It's dry brown alder now. That's all this is. See? Have this line nice and tight. So see what I'm saying? This might not be working in my favor, friends. That's why you don't want to go too far. But I think I should be able to work this out now. Right here above this little wound here. Daniel, son, right here. That's it. This is as high as we're going. We don't need to go any further. It's actually working against us now. We're gonna lose our lay. I'm shooting for there. It'll tickle that probably, but you know what I could do too? You know what I actually could do, friends? I could put, ooh, that's skanky. Ooh. Yeah, I wonder if this will hold on right in there. It might tickle that maple, but I think we're ready to go. Let's tighten this up and get back in here. Let's get sound on our picks Here we go. We're gonna drop this right in here now. Hopefully that won't sit back and I'll be able to tickle it out of its way. Let's do it. I should change the battery. See, it's hard. See that, friends? Okay, you guys see what's going on?
So friends, as I'm cutting here, I'm thinking, okay, well, if I don't put a deep enough undercut in this thing, there's the possibility that with a skinny little undercut up front, I may need to coerce it. So I decide to go deep to make sure that this thing caves in on itself and walks out front instead of me, you know, because I've pushed the limits on that wood weight, that bow in the wood there. Because I want minimal damage done down on that maple and below. I know I'm going to hit the lily pads.
Show you something, friends, and there's a reason for it. You see how deep I went? You guys see that? It's for a reason, okay? Let's do it. I'm actually going to lean back just a little bit on my strap so I can actually kick a leg down. Here we go. You see what's going down? You can really see it here now. Nice open notch, no friction anywheres. I want this thing to just fall away.
Son of a shaklang.
Look at that thing, Rob.
Rob, I don't see any pulse in there.
Look at that thing.
How was it wrong right there where those little holes are?
Not pretty. There's nothing here, no hinge wood whatsoever. My reasoning, if I had to fell this, Rob, try and fell it, it would have right into that maple.
Yeah, they come back and it made all kinds of a...
So actually, that's not bad.
Harmless Farmer, you were a huge inspiration to me, brother. I saw you late in the game. I found you on YouTube late in the game, and you amazed the snot rags right out of me, brother. You did. And I know you're up there looking down on us and calling us a bunch of wusses, because you were almost swore. I love you too, baby. Travel safe. Dead straight. Follow the man's channel. His daughter's running it, and the Harmless Farmer. Go back and look at that man's footage. He is a legend, complete legend. That man. You think you had a bad day? Go watch a couple of his videos from a few years back. It'll straighten you right out. Listen, friends, that was a crapshoot. As I climbed the tree, it changed. It was soft at the bottom, so it wouldn't have held on to all that wood out there. It would have been a bad scene. So I tried to mitigate, or whatever that word is, to keep the damage. We did tickle that little nice maple there a little bit, as you saw, and we ended up in the lily pads there just a little bit, but it was minimal compared to what would have happened. So again, it's a dance between safety, the man's safety or woman's safety, and then targets. We do our best. Hazard tree removal, always a fun part of the industry. I love yous. Work hard, be honest, and be kind. I come out of this tree, we follow the stem, but I actually don't do that right away. I climb another one. So we'll bring that to you as well. And apparently there's a blowdown over there we got to go look after. Say hi to Rob, everybody. Work hard, be honest, and be kind. Catch you on the next one. Get your hands dirty.